Hello, beautiful people. It's Talk to Be, baby. Yeah, yeah. It's Talk to Be time, guys. I love to say very big thank you to all the dedicated lovers of this show. You guys have been wonderful. You've been amazing. I cannot but say thank you. I do not take the love for granted. My name is Dr. Abiola Adebayo Akinrinde. And of course, you know how we do it on this episode of Talk to Be. It's another story from another person. I am sure that you are not just watching, you're picking one or two things and you're learning from it. The major reason for this show is so that we all could learn a thing or two, and I'm sure you're doing that already. Some of the stories, if we use them as a movie, if it's a script, or people will say no, it's not possible, they are not this, it can never be, because it didn't happen to you does not mean it's not happening to someone else, or it hasn't happened to another person. Let's just hear other people's story to learn. Just like Yoruba will say, a máa fi ọgbọ́n lọ́gbọ́n, a máa fi ṣọgbọ́n ni. Please note that all views and opinion expressed on this show is strictly that of my guest and does not have anything to do with me, does not represent me or represent Talk to Be as a whole. Before I introduce my guest, let me quickly go for a break. When I'm back, you'll meet her. So stay tuned.
Talk to be, share your experience.
Thank you for staying tuned. Just in case you're just joining us, you're watching Talk to Be. And of course, my guest is here already with me. Join me as I welcome my guest. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm very well, ma'am. Thanks.
So good to have you here.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, please introduce yourself. Let's get to meet you. Let's get to know why you're here. But before you tell us that, just tell us about yourself.
My name is Bemisola Ogumola. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mother of 3 kids.
3.
Yes.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. What do you sell? What do you want to tell us so that people can patronize you?
I'll be happy.
Okay,
I
so
sell ready to wear.
you sell
Just
ready
like
to.
this I'm wearing.
Okay.
I sell ready to wear.
Please mention your page so that people can patronize you.
Wealthy store.
Wealthy.
Wealthy dot store and underscore.
Okay.
So wealthy store.
All right. What did you say your name is?
My name is Bemisola Ogumola.
Ogumola. Where are you from?
I'm from Ondo State, Owo.
Sheburu. I'm just joking. All right. So, tell us about yourself. Tell us why you're here.
So like I said earlier, my name is Bemisola Ogumola.
Okay.
And I'm a first child of my mom.
Okay.
I have 4 siblings.
Okay.
I have 3 girls and a boy after me.
Okay.
So growing up, went to school, graduated, married, and start having kids. And
Okay.
while I was in, no, it was during my WAEC period. Then I met my husband.
Okay.
So it's been long that we've been together.
Okay.
And it's been just both of us.
Okay.
While I was in school, I already had him. Do you get?
In our institution.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're literally together. Although we didn't go to the same school.
Okay.
So after school, got married and all. So we started like that. And everything was going not too fine, but then we're thanking God and we'll keep pushing. And as a supportive partner,
Okay.
I'm very contented with whatsoever. And I've been doing this business since I've been in school, since my 200 level days.
Okay.
I've been doing business. I sell everything. Then I sell jewelries. So it's been in my system to continue selling like that. So I had my first child 2017.
Okay.
Then after then, we continued things are going smoothly by His grace until 2021, 2022. Yes, 2022. That's, I don't know, my husband ventured into some kind of business with some of his friends without my knowledge and put in some money, millions of nairas in the business. And at first it was yielding. I don't know, they said investments, whatever.
Okay.
So at a point, it stopped yielding. We stay in Akure. Then we stay in Akure. So only him used to come to Lagos to work. He sells cars and come back to Akure to meet us. So after the whole thing stopped yielding, he had to tell me that this. So they just started the whole thing then, trying to retrieve money and all of that. Then I was carrying my twins.
Oh, wow.
So I was just trying to encourage myself. Even up till now, I was unable to get the money. So after I had my twins, of course, we still have some money to live on. So I continued my online business. I do not have a shop then. Continuing my online business and all of that. So after a while, I was at home nursing my babies. So something came up in my church that I had to contribute and all of that. So I was just like, how do I do this thing? Because me, once I just sit down like this, is how to make money. I would just be thinking about, like, calculating, how can I do that? I just say, okay, I have a lot of entrepreneurs on my contact list. I can try this out. People do it. Then I just throw it to them. Do you people mind doing contribution? That's Ajo.
Okay.
I'll be the admin.
Okay.
So they said, no problem. We just started gradually like that. Before you know it, I have like 28 groups of contribution that I coordinate.
28.
Yes. I have 100K monthly. Then I have like 6 groups or 5 groups. Then when they want to cash out their 1 million naira, we remove 20K from each person. That's like having 20K from like 5 people monthly. I have 30K monthly, like 5 groups too. There is 2K daily. That one they used to cash out every 10 days. So when they are cashing out 400K, I'll remove 18,000 naira from it. So I was getting money. So the fact that my husband was not really doing well at that time was not really bothering me, because I was doing well, taking care of my kids. And even if I want to pay for my son's school fees, I'll send it to his account first. He will be the one to pay the school, so that it will bring out his name. Even after then, severally, I used to go and meet my pastor's wife. I'll just say, pray for me, because I'm not a widow. It should be my husband paying for school fees. It should not be me. So even if I buy things for the kids, I will take it inside until their father comes. I'll now bring it out. So the father that bought this thing for you, hoping that at least one day, me too, I'll get a reward of a supportive wife and a prayerful mother. So until when the whole thing started going, so I now told him, he had company accounts. I now told him that this contribution that I am doing, I can be using this company accounts so that it will be growing well. Especially now that work is not moving well. We may want to do traveling, or even if they want to give you any kind of contract and they now ask for your statement of account, they will know that, oh, yeah, you are a good business person. So he said, okay, no problem. And to be candid, he's a very, very prudent man. He's very prudent with money, keeps to his words. I think that was what I was living on then. Very calm and gentle. His circle is so small. He doesn't keep friends. He doesn't drink. He doesn't womanize. So I now started using his accounts for this contribution. So at a point, I now told him that, please, this contribution is getting big. Maybe you should help me be monitoring it. And don't forget that I've been living on this thing. And at a point, as a woman with 3 kids, there will be many times that you will live out of budget because you are carrying the load that does not belong to you. Alone. So he now said, okay. So fast forward to this time that a lot of things now begin to happen. There was a day, the one I remember vividly. There was a day I slept. I left money in my account. I left about 3 million naira in my account. So somebody sent me 6,000 naira in the morning. I just woke up. The alert woke me up. Imagine waking up, leaving 3 million naira, and you just wake up to see only 6,000 naira in your account. The one that just entered. I was not like, what happened? Mo fowó ilẹ̀ síbi lálẹ́ àná. So is it like some sort of demons that took this money away before dawn? I searched the house. I couldn't find my husband. So just a few minutes after, somebody came knocking. My people from church, my pastor and his wife, they came. They just said, my husband offends me and he doesn't even know how to say it. I'm just like, please don't just tell me that this money has gone. It's the money that is the cocoa, please. Any kind of offense, I don't even want to know. It's this money. So they just broke the news to me that the money that he said, I said, what did you use money to do overnight? I don't understand.
The money was still there a night before.
A night before. So what happened? So it was just like he will explain to me. He did this, he did that. It's for the betterment of the family. I said, no, this one is different. Not even 1 month, not even 2 weeks. In fact, I almost lost my mind that day. Then the people were just like, I should calm down. That is there a family member we can talk to that they can call because they have no money. That this is small chance.
What did he do with the money?
I didn't know.
He didn't tell you?
He didn't tell me.
Overnight. And it was the second day that he brought people to beg you.
Yes, he left home before the morning, before full dawn.
Yes.
So
same day you returned with people.
Yes.
It's not adding up. What happened?
I don't know. So they now said, who can they call from the family to like talk to that can help at least for now? Because I have somebody to pay very, very urgent, and the person will even get to my house anytime from now. So they now called his elder brother from the US. So the person was now like, that's what happened, what did you do, how did this, that, blah blah blah, I've been having issues with you. That one flared up and was like, I told you to get something doing. It's not necessary that you get something big. So I've been confused lately also about you, that you have changed. So the brother now said that he left about 1 million naira with him, that just give that to your wife, I'm done. I now said that the money is not there. In fact, the pastor had to end the call and call later. That the man said that if not that is not that baba that was calling him, that he will not pick, that this is so messy. And now they are coming to, because I had to tell the brother that they are coming to arrest me. And the man now said, okay, Gbemi, I'm going to send you 1 million naira now. Send me your personal account because I'm going to send it directly to you. So he sent me the 1 million naira. He first sent 800, then 200,000 naira. I can't remember. So he sent me the 1 million naira. And the remaining money was still there. That was how debt started piling up. The brother now asked him that, what did you do with all this money? He said that he did investment. I don't want to mention the platform on here. So he now said that if you buy this thing, you invest in whatever, if you buy and you lose, you will still have your money. Even if you don't have gain, you will have your money. So where is the money? Where is your this thing? Your, what is it called? Where is it? So he now said everything is gone. So the brother just ended the call and that was all. So there was a time also. So then they now said that I should change my password. I changed that one. I didn't change the other one. Another one happened. That one was 350,000 naira then. So that one, I even picked my bag. I was literally running mad. I said, I left the kids at home. I ran away. So it was just begging out. My mom said I should go back home. I was running down to Lagos then. I stopped the bus at Ondo. I said, I just want to go. My mom said, nobody does this, that you can't leave your kids. Tomorrow, people will just say, because he has no money, you left him. Nobody will want to hear the main story. So I went back home and he begged me and I told him that the money in his account, the company's account, now it's time to put an end to it. Bring the money. The money in his account, he could not give me that money.
Which money?
The I was using his company account.
Is it the 3 million naira?
No, that one is gone.
Which other one?
The money that people have been sending him, I use that as company's account.
Okay, so which 3 million did you have in the other?
That one was my personal account.
Oh, so he transferred money
He
from
knows
your
my
personal account.
yes, he knows my transfers.
He transferred 3 million naira from your personal account.
Yes,
Wow.
that one was my personal account.
Okay, so how much did you have in the company's account?
Then I can't really remember vividly, because when I was dragging him to give me the money, he gave me part of it.
Okay.
And he was saying that because I was writing everything down, I had a book that I was just putting it down, people that I was supposed to pay, the debts and all of that. So while I was there, I just fell into depression, and I had to continue taking care of my kids. And my marriage is this kind of marriage that we don't tell other people what's really happening in our home. So when people just see me, they feel like, oh, everything is going well. Then I had a friend that was traveling to the UK then. So she just finished her shop. So she now said that she wants to give me the shop so I can be using it. That she doesn't want that place. She has spent so much money there. So I now moved into the shop and I started selling things. So that was when people see that I opened shop. I was using the shop to sell. Before I used to sell cut and sew. I now converted everything to ready to wear. So I can hang them on dummy and start selling. Then the undies that I used to sell to, I put them there and haul. So after a while, because the debt was too much that sometimes there was a time somebody wanted to collect money that somebody came in for us to help us and was like, he doesn't have money to give us, but he can take us to where we can get loan. So we now got to where we wanted to get the loan of 1 million naira. They now said that they will need the collateral. I had to, so which collateral do we want to drop? He now said, my car. Although he bought the car for me, but it's the car I use, me and the kids. We now use the car as collateral for the loan. We got the money. Aside that, there was a loan I got sometimes ago. My mom said after paying this, don't go back to it, because if you collect this loan, you are always the one paying. And it's not like you have one job that you are using to pay all this loan. You will still continue to pay money from debts. So and the debts will keep multiplying. So don't go back there. So when we got back home, my husband just persuaded me and said, this is the last one. And even if I collect this one, that I will be the one paying it, that I should allow him go to Lagos, that he will be sending me money, then I will be paying the debt. When I got back home, he took me to the place. And why I'm taking all this loan in my name is because I have a shop, I have a business I can use to get loan, because they will not give somebody that does not own a business loan. So I went there, I collected the loan. That one was like 700,000 naira. I collected it and I was paying a loan too. So he now said I should give him the car.
Altogether, how many loans have you collected, or from how many places have you collected loan?
The remaining ones now that I am paying, I have 2 companies.
No, the ones you collected at that time.
3.
Uh-huh.
So at a point, somebody, as one person, part of the people doing contribution, one of the members had to collect money.
Okay.
That lady wanted to collect 800,000 naira cash out then.
Okay.
So I do not have the money because it was part of the debt. So I now went to meet I started looking for money around I could not get, and the lady was on my neck. So I now went to meet my pastor, that this is what is going on, because that man and his wife, they are always very supportive to my family. So they were like, this is much. They now introduced me to somebody. I think that person is like a family friend to them.
Okay.
He's the owner of Compassionate Backers company, is an insurance company. They give out loan to in Akure. My husband followed me there. He was my guarantor. So the man gave us 1 million naira. The man said he would be giving us one, but we need the collateral. That was where I now said, how do we do it? Then he said we should drop the car. We had a building.
Who said you should drop that?
My husband. We had a building, but they said they don't take building as collateral. So he said that we should drop the car. My husband said we should drop the car. So we dropped it. In fact, they collected original papers of the car. So they collected it and they gave us the loan. And I told them that I will be paying them this loan until I won't be paying them until after 3 months.
Okay.
The loan was on my name, but my husband was my guarantor. And one person like that, one of my church members, she felt for me and she followed me there. So she was also my guarantor. Then we took out this loan. So after the 3 months, we were unable to pay. He now he drove me down to that place that I should go and tell them that they should please add a month to it, that we will pay. So those people now said that they will add money to the interest too. So they now said no problem. We said no problem. He said I should tell them no problem. He didn't even follow me inside the office. Like he was downstairs with my twins in the car. He was with them. So only me, I went inside to go and sit them. So I was chatting while I was talking to them. I was chatting that this is what they are saying. They said, okay, I should go on. And then I went on. They added like 50-something thousand naira. They were even supposed to add more. But because of the person that introduced us, so they just gave us that. But this one, no, we should make sure that we pay up. I said, okay, no problem. So and now when we got home, he was the one that called our pastor that we have gone to that place and they said that they have added money, which is cool by us. I just looked at him that day that you are just saying this thing. You have never paid any of this loan back. Oh, it's been me because we got 700. I first collected 500,000 naira from AB Microfinance Bank. It was also my guarantor. Even I had to use one of his cousins too as my guarantor because that one has a shop. Once you are taking the loan, you yourself must be a business owner. One person must be a business owner and the second person must be maybe your parents, or if you are married then your husband.
Oh, okay. Family member.
Yes, like a guardian. Okay. So he followed me there and I said you have never paid any of these things. Oh, gbogbo owó àjọ tó ti overlap that I'm supposed to have paid, I was unable to pay due to feeding from this money, and not even the ones that you have removed that you are already always saying that you will give me back. You did not give me back. I'm always the one paying. Even some of the contribution I will have to make myself maybe like a number one, so that when I get it I will still pay debts and I will still continue paying that contribution, and I will still continue feeding the family, and I will still continue paying loans. So he now said that suddenly now came with this suggestion that we should sell our building, that he will use it to clear all the debts, that shebawala ni nkan wa, we can always start from anywhere. I said no, we cannot sell building. No, báwo la ṣe máa ta ilé tá n kọ́lé, ilé tẹ́ pé tá bá débẹ̀. Even my children, they are always happy picking rooms. Ọjọ́ kan we'll finish this place, we'll move in. That no, we cannot sell. Shebawala ni. That desperately was just looking for buyer. Me, I was just praying that God, if you think this is a solution, then let a buyer that will pay well come. But if you think this is not a solution, jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọ̀nà yẹn kó dí, kí buyer má tiẹ̀ wá.
Is it not better?
So that was it. When he now said that he wanted to go to Lagos, he said he wants to go and he said he had a car then in Lagos when he used to come. That's like a muzzle. I didn't see the car like this. He was the one using it in Lagos. What happened to this car? Bring it home. This, that. Only finger starts ni. O ma ni fault. O ma ni kini kan. I said, just bring it home. At least if it's church, we'll be taking it to church. And maybe if we want to run domestic errands, we can be using this one. He said, no, I didn't even know. Until sometimes he finally told me that he had sold the car. That one had even gone then. So we're left with only this car with me.
The one you used as collateral?
The one, yes, the one I used as collateral.
Okay.
He now said I should give him this car. He's going to Lagos. That he will be using it for boats. And from there, that boat is just like, okay, if nothing is coming in very fast as he was really thinking, as proposed. And I said, ha, this is difficult. Oh, I'm alone with 3 kids now. You are taking car away. How will I be going around? How will I be going to church? How will I be carrying this kid? And then it was first time of this session. The twins were supposed to start school. That how will I be doing this? The only me at home. Just said that things will get. My mother encouraged me that I should let him go. So when he now wanted to go, the friend he was supposed to stay with was the person that they did this investment business with in that 2022 that didn't yield, and they were just trying to like make up together again, agree together again. So the relationship was not so smooth at that time. Where do you now want to stay? And now said, let me talk to my sister, my immediate sister. And now spoke to her. She said, èmi single lady, ẹ fẹ́ gbé ọkọ yín tì mí, kàn máa gbé lọ́dọ̀ mi. I can't do that. Oh, I said, please, this is our trying time. Just help us. You have a sitting room and room. He can be using sitting room. So it's just for him to sleep and wake up in the morning. Kó dẹ̀ bá hustle lọ. My mother now spoke to my sister. My daddy said, no, àwọn ò lè gbà. My mother now said that, kí la fẹ́ ṣe? Mo ti mú Fẹ́mi bíi first born mi. Ọjọ́ tó bá dáa náà gbogbo ala máa pàtàn ayọ̀. We supported him prayerfully too. He went to no car with me. I was just there. In fact, it was so bad to feed the kids. Self, very difficult. I could not go to church anymore. Just once in a while, if I can afford boats, I will go. So then I will take the kids to the school. I will still go to shop, and my shop is very far to our house. But because that shop was like a free offer, then I just took it. I didn't consider the distance. Even my pastor's wife was one of the people that stock up the shop for me. She has a shop, abandoned shop. She wanted to convert it to restaurant. So the stuffs that she had in there, she moved it down to the shop so that okay. So that was how I just continued. So while he was in Lagos, he came to Lagos. Sometimes my sister will send message, you are the only one in this thing. Oh, this man is not bothered though. You said when he comes to Lagos, he will go out and work, but this person will wake up and sit down. What is going on? And yet you be calling me and be crying. And this person, I will cook, give him food, he will sit down and eat comfortably as if nothing is going on. I just said, he's a man now. Consider, don't say that. While he was still in Lagos, I was still sending him money. Because sometimes he will say there's one job opportunity somewhere, there's no transport fare. I will look for it. Even if the kids will not eat, I will look for it. So one day I now called my mom that àtìgbà tí Fẹ́mi ti wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ oye tí mo ti send sí gan tí bá jókòó kí n máa ṣe àti máa wọ bí 50k pé why now you are supposed to go there and be sending money as you have promised that this one pé ilé mama tún máa dákún problem ni o. So where they now his friends, they just went out to like look for help, Joe Remy, anything, things are bad now, this that blah blah blah. So I think one of the people now said that let me talk to his wife. This kind of person, I don't know him. I don't know if all this thing is true. So let me just talk to the wife. Because they asked the woman, do you know him? He said, I just know him. Business low back on. So he's been in Accra, but he just came back now. But a few people can't help him. Now said, we need to talk to somebody that is there. So they just talked to me. They called me and I just explained to them that things are bad. My kids are not going to school and feeding is difficult. So they sent me some money then, 50k. The woman now later called that. When things are bad like this, both husband and wife, you go out and hustle. Thank God you still have a mother. You can put the kids with your mother and go out and hustle. So you can work hard. And I told the woman that my husband will never allow me to come to Lagos. That he will never allow me. Because he doesn't like me keeping friends. I don't like friends. He doesn't allow my family in our house. Yes, so even my mother came to take care of my even my first child. It was God that saved that child, that I didn't die. because while we had that baby then, he didn't allow anybody to stay long, and he doesn't even allow me to take the kids to my parents' place to take care of. And for good 2 weeks, newborn baby was not sucking, and I did not know. Ọmọ wa ń gbẹ. So suddenly that my mom dad came to check on us and now said that ṣé ẹ̀rọ ọmọ tẹ gbé dání ni pé egungun ló kó síta lára ẹ̀. Me, I just said that stature bàbá ẹ̀ ló mú, bàbá ẹ̀ ò sanra. My mother said that ọmọ afẹ́ mú stature bàbá ẹ̀ àti baby kò ní tún ní baby fat. We rushed the baby down to the hospital. Even my husband took the baby's picture, sent it to his brother in the US, and that one was like, take this baby to the hospital now. After learning that lesson, I had to pack my load with the baby and now went to spend 3 months with my mother to take care of the baby. Even my mother-in-law then, now she's dead. My mother-in-law then say Agbemi, oh gbọ́n ni o fẹ́ kí Fẹ́mi pa ẹ́ ni, ó mọ̀ pé Fẹ́mi bó ṣe wà introvert ni, má jẹ́ kó fi life ọwọ́ ló gbóyún, ìwọ ló mọ bó ṣe rí lára ẹ̀, tó bá jẹ́ pé kó má wá sọ́dọ̀ mi ni, because the mother was so good and kind to me. That go to your mother's place, I will come and be checking on you there. He was still in service then, she was a teacher. So she said, mo mọ̀ pé mama busy. So go to her, and of a truth, she used to come and visit me. She even give me money. Sometimes she would bring food. So even many things that I do in my home, when I remember that woman, I just be like, mo torí ẹni tí mo ṣe ń ṣe. But so I now told the woman that my husband will never allow me to come to Lagos. So this person I know, àti jáde gan wàhálà máa wo time fún mi ni. Mo ní Èkó kẹ̀, Èkó is a no. So the woman was not like, kílẹ̀ ń bá ká. I will talk to him. Ṣé èèyàn tí olówó tún máa ń ní gbéraga ni àbí kí ni gbogbo ilé? So he just persuaded him. He now said I should go and drop the kids with my mom. A day before I went to drop kids with my mom, just called me that day that company's account, we just left it dormant all this while. That how much do I have now? That if I can just send it to the account, that he will send it back to me immediately. I said, please, so if I send it, please send it back to me immediately. Immediately, I had 200k then. Ìyẹn ló dùn mí jù tí má ti ń rántí, cause ọwọ́ ara mi ni mo fi send the owó yẹn, and I moved the 200,000 naira.
You sent it again?
I sent it I sent the money. So
yeah.
I now started preparing for moving the kids to my mother's place. So I now moved the kids to my mom's place. I just packed, and the people that I used that car to collect loan from, ọjọ́ tada fún wọn ó tún ti lé. One day 8 men from the company, they came to our house. From that compassionate backers, they came to our house. They were like, where is the collateral? If I don't have money, I should bring collateral. Money, I'll come if he traveled, I will come back the weekend. They now said that, hey, I don't know what I am joking with. So coupled with all those experiences, mo kàn tètè pack ẹrù ní pé this Lagos is the cover up for me that I will go.
You left without paying their money?
Yes.
Even with collateral?
Yes, I didn't pay. I didn't pay. So I now moved the kids to my mother's place, and I came to Lagos. So when I came to Lagos, my sister was like, ọkọ yín gbé lọ́dọ̀ mi, ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ máa gbé lọ́dọ̀ mi. Ọjọ́ tẹ́ bá ti dé, kọ́kọ́ yín move out, kẹ́yìn wá and bí ọkẹ́ move out, kọ́kọ́ ìkọ́ni kẹ́ ṣe o. So when I now told my husband that he should calm down when I get there. Shebi is my sister, we talked to her. When I now got to, we entered her bedroom, we chat, we talked, and we cried. I held her hands and I was like, please, mi ò ever imagine that my life can turn out like this, because tó bá yẹ pé ìgbà tí mò ń grow up, mò ń gbélé mo máa ní Ọlọ́run mú mi because this has been the only man I've been with, and where did I get it wrong? So she just considered us, and we're living with her. So I now told him that, meanwhile, I think a day before I came to Lagos, he told me that his phone fell down from bus and it got broken. So he went to Computer Village, that they could not fix it. He now swapped to a smaller phone. That was why he could not send me that 200,000 naira back, that his mobile bank kò tí activate, kò tí ṣe kinní kan. In the process, I'm already in Lagos now. what happened this morning? So when I got to Lagos, I now sent him money that tomorrow, please, you go to bank, and if you can't get your this thing fixed, just let me do transfer, interbank transfer, about me send away. There's somebody that is very, very urgent. That person's name then was Dotun. That person even went to my church in Akure and started embarrassing me, telling people about it. In fact, he went to Amotekun, this community whatever force that they used to have in Akure. It's all over those states. And so he went to report me, so they called me from there. Even the loan people, they went to civil defense. They went to report me. They typed my letter. They went to our house, posted my name all over. Somebody snapped it. The daddy that referred us to the place sent me the video that they have pasted my letter, this, that. As they forwarded it to me, I just forwarded it to his siblings. I just forwarded it. Sherry Benye, one le orúkọ mi káàkiri. So it was not even time for that. The one I was talking about when I now got to Lagos. So when he now went to bank, títí dalẹ́, I didn't see him. I was sending him a message, please don't tell me 200k has gone. Please don't tell me this money has gone. Come back home. Ilẹ̀ ti ṣú. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni báńkì ṣe lágbára tó ni? When he was coming back home at night, he now came back with a Techno phone. I said, where's your iPhone that you... Kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀? Láti kìíní sí kékeré, láti kékeré sí Infinix. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ní phone yẹn smart. Nǹkan fi pé tó máa bẹ́tà gan kó máa lo Android gan.
Owó dà. Where's the money?
Wàhálà ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Owó dà. He said, bank said they will send him OTP. But I told you that you should help me fill interbank transfer form. Let this money get to me. The next morning, the next morning, I just fed up. I just dragged his phone from him. Money owó ìbá mi mo wá drag phone yẹn. Mo wá send 200 naira to his account. You know, alert will come in. Alert wá wọlé 200 naira. Bank gan tún já 10 naira nínú ẹ̀. I was like, Jesus. So there's no money in our
account.
And you even took money from me. Ìṣòwò mọ́tò, owó tí ò exist. I now called his elder brother that I know that he was helping him to look for buyer for that house, for our building. That, hey Joe, because before he left Akure, he had confessed to my mom that òun ti gba 1 million naira nínú owó tóun ta building yẹn o, póun ta ní 2 million naira.
He sold the building already.
He sold the building. Mọ́ mi ní jọ kò sí wàhálà 1 million yẹn má gbà mọ́. Ṣé bó ti lóun lọ Èkó, a máa wá owó, a máa refund ẹni yẹn ní 1 million naira yìí gan pàápàá kó wù mí kó tàbẹ̀ yẹn.
Why are you guys refunding it?
No, just how painful my mother was then about the building. Ó wá ní pé no, tọ́mátì ti fẹ́ san 1 million yẹn àkáǹtì mi lòun máa ní kan san sí directly pé òun fẹ́ ká clear gbèsè yẹn ká lè free. Mọ́mì wa ní good point o. I can still remember the picture vividly. They were standing in front of my father's house discussing it. Wọ́n yọ mí sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ so that wọ́n ti lè sọ̀rọ̀ heart to heart. Mo wá gbé phone yẹn, mo wá pe ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ yẹn pé hello sir, please the person that bought this house, that was October month end. Ṣé kò yẹ kó ti sanwó yẹ bí nǹkan tó ń jù sókè cheaply ẹni tó bá lówó ló máa tètè mú bóyá ń bọ̀. Máa yẹn kàn ní I don't know anything about all these things ẹni tó ra lé ti san balance o. Mo kàn ní mo kú. Why did you decide to do this to me? Gbèsè wà ń bẹ̀, property ti lọ. Meanwhile, since I've gotten to Lagos, I've not set my eyes on the car. So
your car, the one you use as collateral.
Yes. So ẹni tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ help wa yẹn, tó ń help wa tó ní kí n wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí ọkọ̀ bá ríṣẹ́ ìyàwó ṣáà máa rí small thing láti máa ṣe. He now said I should come. I now went to the place for an interview. So I now told her my husband's friend pé jọ̀ọ́ mọ́tò yìí wọ́n ló wà. Before I left Akure, he had already told me that this car only faults. Because first outing tó máa gbé lọ, I sent money to him to fuel the car. And he said he had already done the boats before, that he was owing them on the app. I sent him money. I think the money was 10,000 naira. I sent money for fuel the car. First outing tó máa lọ, ó ní omi kó sínú mọ́tò yẹn ní fault. So mo dẹ̀ tún wá ń send owó pé kán lè tún mọ́tò yẹn ṣe. And I told him that gbogbo owó yìí owó olówó ni o, tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi mọ́tò yìí ṣiṣẹ́, so that you can start giving me money, you can start paying all this debt. He said no problem. First outing now, mọ́tò ti bàjẹ́. Since then kò síṣẹ́ kankan tán fi mọ́tò ṣe. Ìgbà tí mo wá dé, I now went to the interview. I now told my husband's friend that please, that car, mọ́tò yẹn nìkan ló kù. Ó ní ẹ jẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe mọ́tò, tó bá yẹ pé mọ́tò tún ti lọ ẹ já gbọ́. Máa yẹn ní òun kọ́ ló máa sọ. Ìgbà tó ṣáà find out, ó wá pe àbúrò mi, ní òun kọ́ ló máa sọ fún Gbémi o, this is too much for her. Èmi kọ́ mo máa sọ fún wọn, mọ́tò yẹn ti lọ, ó ti tà. Mo ní àbúrò mi wá sọ pé tí yín bá yín o, wọ́n ti ta mọ́tò. Mo ní kò yé mi. I went to that place for the interview, they gave me the job. So ìgbà tí mo wá délé, it was the job that they were able to console me with, that ṣé mi lọ lọ́hùn na mo dé kò.
He sold the car.
He sold the car. He
Without
sold the car.
telling you.
Even the papers of the car are still with the company.
He
the
sold
loan
the car
people.
without the original documents.
Without it o, I don't know how he did it. I don't know, because I was telling that woman, ṣé wọ́n lè ta mọ́tò without only Èkó ló wà. Ó ti dé nìyẹn.
He sold it without the original documents.
He sold it.
He choke.
And the collateral gone, loan there. So they just consoled me, and I broke down. I couldn't help it. I was hospitalized for like 2 weeks. I sent my videos to his siblings. I was calling them back to back that please help me, at least talk to him. Okay, I was just, this money I must get it to everywhere. Eating and poor. My parents, everybody was just saying, kí ló dé, this, that, calls here and there. And the family members were just assuring me that everything will be fine. They will talk to him. Àwọn ọmọ kan tó fowó ṣe, kí ló lè ṣẹlẹ̀, kíní kan, a very beautiful family like that. Kí ló wá dé tó dẹ̀ fọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀. So ìkan tó jẹ́ kó kúrò nílé àbúrò mi ni, he had to leave my sister's place because we were so angry. My sister said, you stayed here for 4 months, you didn't do anything. It didn't yield anything. It did not yield anything. My sister said, just focus on your job. So my boss is a very good man. He helped me to pay some.
Oh,
so the compassionate backers loan is remaining 500k. Why I'm saying that the loan, the debt that my husband put me is almost 9 million naira is the full calculation. I am not calculating it from what, I'm not removing what I have paid. I am calculating everything, how it started, everybody. Right now as I speak to you now, from the 100k monthly, I have somebody I'm supposed to give a man. That man's name is Larry. I'm supposed to give him 600k. His friend, because one she business cocoa. So all of them in that place, they are doing thrift with me. I have like 6 of them from their company. All of them are cocoa distant. So they do the contribution with, and this is not the first batch, second batch, third batch that they will be doing with me. And now that man now, as I speak now, you haven't heard from me because after the whole incident and everything, I have not heard from. I'm supposed to give him 600, his friend 800. Another woman that is heavily pregnant, his name is Sheyiton Fabumi abi, what's his surname? Sheyiton. I'm supposed to give her 200. Ìyẹn ìpè ló máa ń send every time. That with this her condition and all of that. But what can I do? So the man helped me, or the ones I can sort. I sort it and I put my children in school. He paid for my children's school fees. So I paid and I was moving on with my life. Nobody knows. Even on my WhatsApp, my Instagram, even at my this thing, they see me as the happiest person. They don't know that I've been going through this kind of thing. And after I left the hospital, I resumed work. So after a while, I now begin to have hair loss. I went to the hospital. They now said it's stress. They gave me some drugs. They said I should go and barb my hair. So I now cut my hair. Even the haircut, some people thought it was style, that this, that. Some people even went to cut their hair too. But yeah, irun yẹn fit yín o, mo ní ẹ ṣé. So while I was working, I was already enjoying myself, trying to move on, even though many times I still used to text him, even if you are not paying debt, àwọn ọmọ yìí ń kọ́. And you know how difficult it is to take care of twins.
Where is he?
He moved. He was in Lagos. He was in Lagos as at then, when I was chatting him and disturbing him for the money. He was in Lagos. He was saying, where he's working, they are not paying him this, that, money here. So if you are a woman now and the kids are with you, you'll be looking at them. This is what led me to touching people's money, because this is how we'll be at home. And I will say, how do we do this thing? How do we eat? You say, what do you want me to do? And me, the lima wa omo wewe kebi ma pa won. I will touch people's money now and take care of them, hoping that mother. Yeah. So I was coming back from work on 6th of May. Yes, because 8th of May was my first son's birthday. So I was coming from work 5th of May. I even bought a sneakers for him, because I saw where they are selling cheap sneakers, 3-5, very fine sneakers. I now bought one for him. Said, okay, well, I'll give it to him. I now entered this one chance motor. That was it though. They took me away. They beat me. Seriously, they beat me. They said I should bring ATM. I don't have ATM. I don't use ATM. So that got them angry. That they almost killed me. They had guns. So they now took all my phones. They said I should do transfer all the money, the one in my OP, the one in my Zenith. I moved it to them. They now went to drop me at Bagada. So
from where?
From ShopRite Ikeja. I was supposed to go to Bega. So I just thought Bega. So on that way to navigate to Otedola Bridge or Express, they just took Express. They just started speeding and just shouted, "Attack!" That was how they just choked me on my neck like this and started beating me. So after even when I was running, I now ran down to UPS at Bagada. That was where I could reach people, because when I was running, people were running too. They don't want to help me. So I saw that place was an office, and I entered it. So they just stepped me. They gave me a phone. When they gave me this phone, I called my father. It was the only number that I know. He didn't pick immediately. I now called my husband. I called him. He didn't pick. I thought, okay, maybe it was a strange number. That's why you didn't pick. I now sent him a text that I've been robbed. This, that, please, I need help. I need you to send me my sister's number. Send me people's number that can help. I think I spent like 1 hour 30 minutes there. He didn't even respond. I didn't get his response until my father now called that Talofi number pay me Billy, and now said it's me, that he should send me my sister's number, or should me call my sister. So they just connected each other. My sister connected my boss, my very good boss. So my boss now said, ẹ ṣe Uber fún kó máa padà bọ̀ ní Alausa. So I now came back. He now took me to the hospital. So that was where I stayed. Then people now came in like, this is your story. This wahala is too much for you. Owó olówó tó tún wà nínú account tẹ́ tún fi ń continue life in your phones, everything. That is it now so difficult to repackage your life? And so they just advised me that our buy Mobi 30 lè help. So maybe you should just make a video. Let's post it online, and then people may start helping you. And I said, I asked my sister, show right by. I called few people that this is somehow for me, because a lot of people see me to be living a smooth life and nobody knows what was going on. They now said that they should advised me to do it, and I made the video. I posted it. The video I posted, I did not even mention the husband's name. I just explained that, please, so I'm a single mother of 3 kids and I was robbed. And I was the only one taking care of my children because my husband put me in debt. Collected my car that we both use as collateral for loan. Even sold our building. When I now post the video, I posted the video. People came through for me. They started, some people send me money, some people said they want to patronize me. So that was it until my husband's people now started saying that what I did was wrong. I dragged their name in and now said that leaving 3 kids and not taking care of them, does it not drag your name in the mud more than my video? I only did my video for help.
To get help.
I only did my video to get help, which I have not lied. There's no, and I did not tell any lie there. They now said that the car was it my own? Ile yen se temi ni.
Whose car was it?
It was his car. He bought it in his name, but I was the one using the car.
Okay. So he bought it for you?
Yes.
Okay.
He bought it for me. I now said that even if it was my husband's car, at least mo ṣá lọ fi gba loan yẹn orúkọ mi ló dẹ̀ wà. Even as friends gan mo gbọ́dọ̀ báyàn fi nǹkan gba loan kí wàá mú lẹ́yìn ẹni yẹn kí n lọ tà. I betrayed the person.
That's right.
So why are you now saying that is the car my own? Is the building my own? Meanwhile, before I got robbed, the caretaker of our house in Accra has been calling me, disturbing me that my husband is unreachable, that our house, so that are we moving out or we are retaining. Some people just said that ó jẹ́ fi ọ̀rọ̀ lélẹ̀ ó ti kúrò l'Ákúrẹ́. You can tell your mom to help you move things out of the place. Tó máa fẹ́ gbé ilé rent, kàn fi ilé rent kí wọ́n lè sinmi ara ẹ̀ síbí báyìí. So it was the day that my mom was supposed to go to the place to help me move things out. It was a day after the robbery. So she now went. After she now went, she got home. They now went to arrest her. My husband's family, they arrested her that she went to steal my husband's properties. Money property bibawo, thief bibawo. I just left the hospital.
Your husband's family arrested your mom for coming to help you pack your things.
I was now telling my sister that àwọn family tẹ́ pé mo máa ń pè wọ́n láti report ọmọ wọn fún wọn pé tó bá tiẹ̀ san gbèsè tọ́jú ọmọ, at least tó bá tiẹ̀ lówó rárá tó bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ please it's 2K I have, people will know that yes you have us in mind. And you people have always been telling me that má worry a máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ ìkò wà reachable ní kinní kan, gbàgbà tí mom sí mi lọ move ẹrù ẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe connect ara yín tẹ́ lọ arrest yẹ. That was how I now rushed to Ondo State. I left the hospital. I now rushed down just to sort things out. Gbogbo ẹrù yẹn mo release ẹ̀ mo ní èmi ò kó ẹrù pé mo fẹ́ fi ṣèkà o, mo kó ẹrù torí caretaker was disturbing me. That was what I did o. And now said that so everybody can be seated. In fact mo máa ń gbọ́ ni pé husband's family pé wọ́n máa ń ṣe bẹ́yìn because all of us we were together now. I thought they loved me and I used to tell them things too. So how they just turned against me and they were like ṣé lé mi ni ṣé mọ́tò mi ni kíní kan ni wọ́n ní ó dáa ọmọ báyìí wọ́n ti ṣe first term lọ wọ́n ti ṣe second term lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ mú láti bẹ̀. Was he paying for them? Now this is third term. How old am I? How much am I getting? Even people that are helping me gan kò yọ lára mi because as I'm getting the money I am using it to pay debt. Gbèsè tí mi jẹ. So they were now saying that even my husband said that ṣebí òun rówó níbi tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ṣé gbèsè yẹn ṣì wàá pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Mo wá ní kò sí wàhálà. I sha did all I could. My mom returned home. He was now saying that àwọn ọmọ mi kí ẹ bá mi káwọn ọmọ mi máa ní ẹgbà kò sí wàhálà ṣebí this is third term and they are still in school tí ẹ kọ́kọ́ mú wọ third term yìí wá ná at least wọ́n ṣàparí third term kó tó kó wọn mú wó wá. There is no money o even up till now gan bí wọ́n ṣe pariwo tó tá a dá ẹrù padà tí wọ́n tún arrest ìyá gan lórí ẹ̀ tí wọ́n tún ṣe one dime mi rí lórí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
So how about the people you are owing?
They are still there pressurizing me. In fact, the pressure is just too much. The only reason for me why I'm just keeping my head straight now is for my kids, because every time I think about it, I just think if anything should happen to me, how will my kids? how will they feel? Because the twins, they're just 3 years old, and the other brother is 7. So I don't know. I'm just there. Even the people I am owing, I don't know. The stress is too much for me. The stress is too much, and they need their money. Things are hard now. There's nothing I could do. I'm just begging them that they should give me time, even though I don't know how long it will be. As much as my boss and some other people are helping me to sort some things, but then continuity, especially continuity of taking care of the children. If I pay for this time, how will I pay for next time? How will I continue living? I don't know how to continue my life.
Your kids are still not with you.
Yes, they are not me. I'm staying with my sister. I cannot bring 3 kids with her, so I don't have a house of my own. They are with my mother, and they are going to school.
What do you want people to learn from your story?
They should, I wouldn't say they should not trust their husband, but they should just use their head, because anything can happen. Anybody can change. So they should just use their head. They should not rely too much on people. They should remember to put people in their place. Because many times and when they see red flags, they should not ignore. Because I wouldn't lie, I've seen some red flags before I entered into the marriage.
What did you see?
Keeping things to himself too much. Keeping things to himself, because some transactions that he did and was failed and bounced back on the family, all of us had to suffer for it. If you had told me, if you had discussed with me, so I would have advised, okay, don't let us do it this way, let us do it that way. Keeping things to yourself and dealing with it alone. So it's a very bad thing to do. Don't ignore red flags. Don't be too covered by love and say, oh, I love this person. Relationship is beyond love. Because now I never see this coming. I never even consider that this will happen to me, that I have to raise my children as a single mom. Because even before the incident, that I was still hoping that I have family, I have husband's family that can come through for me. I was hoping that the marriage will still work. That's okay. They should just help me put things in place. Just somebody that can help us figure things out. But now that all of you now started saying that it's the car mine, it's the house mine, that what I did was wrong. Can you people take it too? If you have female children, can you pray that they should have this kind of husband, and they should be working and be paying debts, be taken care of? Even people that they caught red-handed with another man, the man will still say, I want mommy, ma told you and what mo bi to fe bare lo. But why? What did I do to deserve this?
What was your greatest mistake in the marriage?
The greatest mistake is having confidence in my husband more than myself. I believe so much in him. I believe him. If he says this, I just go by it. Me tell ni check it. Can check and balance or whatever. I just go by it like God has spoken. So having too much confidence in him more than myself, I got it all wrong from there.
What do you want to do now?
I don't know. I don't know what to do, honestly. Because money, I don't have. House, I don't have. I don't have anything. I only have my children. Don't have. Even money to take care of the children. You know how difficult it is to put children with somebody now. Even though it's my mom, but it's costing her too much. She can't even rest. And even if you are putting your children with your mom, you should be able to finance her very, so that she doesn't get involved in another kind of stress. But now she's helping me to manage, to take care of my own children. 3 kids. So
okay. It's all right. I pray that God will come through for you.
Amen.
Thank you for speaking out. I'm sure by now you are a bit relieved for saying it out. And I pray that help will come for you. We have learned something. I have learned something as well. You know, men are different from men. you know. And like you said, you saw the red flags, but you ignored. I'm not going to blame you for that. At some point in our lives, almost all of us, we do that. So, we just feel that. And sometimes it just work for
Yes.
you despite being there before you get married. So I'm not going to blame you, but I'm praying that God will come through for you.
Amen.
Mr. Femi
Ogumala.
Ogumola, I'm sorry, we're not calling you out. Me, I'm too small, I'm too young to call you out. But please, wherever you can come through for your woman, your wife, the mother of your children. I'm beyond what she's saying. I'm reading through the situation. I also do thrift. I mean to different contributions, and I can imagine not getting my money when I want. One has happened to me for once, and I don't I'm not forgive the person. And it's like that. Imagine her now having different people. She'll be unable to sleep. When her phone is ringing, she's wondering who is calling. And then you are not, if you are beside her, the two of you are doing it. I'm not blaming you. You are free to come and say your part, Mr. Femi Ogumola. You are very, very free to come and say your part. If you think she's lying against you, please come around, come say it. And if you think she's not lying, please stand up to this responsibility so that she can be free as well, and the two of you, for the family. I pray you guys come back together. Imagine such beautiful family just went like that because of the mistake that you guys made. Please, we're not putting it all on you. We just want you to make amends. We love you, and we pray that God will bless you. God will keep your home. Ilé yín ò ní dàrú, ọ̀nà yín ò ní bàjẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ti fọwọ́ yín kó jọ kò ní bàjẹ́. Aunty Gbemisola, I'm sure you have learned from your mistake as well, and you're still hardworking. Thank God. Let's please appreciate your boss. May God bless him. Thank you so much. What's his name again? So that we can appreciate
You
him.
wouldn't like.
Okay, so
Like
her boss, we're appreciating you. We're saying thank you. I deliberately asked so that people will know that there are still good people out there. Thank you for helping this woman. I'm sure we have beautiful people on Talk-To-B that will, I know, want to support you, because we don't want you like this. But I also want to encourage you that it's just a phase. Okay? It's just a phase. It has come, it will go. The next phase is coming. But please, before that next phase comes, don't kill yourself. Don't be depressed, okay? Just see it as a phase that will go. It's just a trying time. It doesn't last forever. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. I just want you to keep your hope alive. Trust God. Believe in Him. Pray more. Keep believing that God is more than able. Believe Him, that to Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all that you can think or imagine, that God will come through for you regardless. Thank God that you don't have any other issues. There are no health issues. There are no, it's just financial issue. So it means that when money comes today, it will be sorted out. So please don't cause health issues in your body because of this. God will come through for you. I believe God. Okay? I just want you to keep believing and keep your hope alive. All right?
Thank you, ma.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, ma.
So this small gift is from us.
Thank you, ma.
Talk-To-B to you to say thank you for coming on the show. Please stay happy for us. We love your smile. We love to see you smile. I want you to know that it's not the end of the world. Better days are ahead of you. We love you, and God bless you. All right, thank you guys for watching. I am sure you've learned something. I have. Please, guys, um, put your trust in God. I'm not saying don't trust your spouse. I'm not saying don't trust your wife, don't trust your husband. But please always put them in a place of human. They are not God. They can disappoint. So please sit together, ask questions. I wouldn't question her so much and I won't fault her because I can also be like this. You can also be like this. It's just that with things like this, it enlightens us more to ask questions. We get more wiser, so we know where to ask questions, we know where to stand our ground. He's your husband. Like some of you will say, if you cannot trust your husband, who would you trust? So please, let's keep praying, let's keep trusting, but let's be mindful. I love you guys. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. You can also follow me on Facebook as Abiola Ayomide Adebayo. Till I come your way next week, do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. I love you and God bless you.
Talk to B. Share your experience.